Football Power Hour.
Yo. What's good? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Football Power Hour. Matter of fact, the happy hour. You know, we do this every Friday. We come together, just hang out and talk football things. And also sometimes we play a little quiz. But the most important thing is us coming together and just sharing this time together. So I appreciate you for joining us. My name is Botswanapapi, or you can call me Bots, you can call me Papi. I have a couple of guests, scintillating guests that I have to bring in real quick, and I'm excited to bring them in. And let's go ahead and just say, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I love this man because, you know, every time he pulls up, he brings his A game and he is ready to rock. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the none other than Reese. What's good, Reese?
What's happening, Power Hour? Or should I say shirt and tie Power Hour?
Hey, shirt and tie, man. You looking slick. I love it. I love how you're dressed today, man. Smart ninja, you know. Elegant ninja.
Thanks very much. And thanks for having me as well. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Man, it's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have you. And it's a pleasure to also introduce my man, Vibes. What's up, bro?
Yo, big up everyone. Good to be here.
Yes, sir. Big up to you. Big up to you. I'm so happy to have you over here, my bro. It's every time you pull up too, you bring the vibes too, you know? So shout out to you, man. And also actually somebody who's also joining us for a short period of time this evening. I want to say what's up to my friend, Nick. What's up?
Hey, you okay?
Oh, that's a bit weird.
Hello, how you doing, Nick?
I'm all right. I'm not too bad. Sorry, I had a problem with my sound then.
All good. You know, it's a pleasure to have you here. You know, I just want to say, you know, like, you know, it's a pity you're not gonna be here for the quiz, but like, you know, if at all you can stay longer, you know, stay.
What time's the quiz?
I know, but here's the thing. I was telling you earlier on this week that I'm actually a little bit nervous about the game tomorrow. I want to just start from there and say, how are we feeling? Tomorrow we're playing Arsenal. I want to know how you're feeling about it. Are you confident? Are you where you at?
I am super confident. I think Arsenal had their time last season. I think that they slipped up towards the end. Well, actually, they slipped up a bit before the end, and I think that they're going to be suffering quite a bit from that. So I think that depending on the team and who we've got, I don't think it'll be a problem at all for us.
Fingers crossed. Do you
going
also
to the game, aren't you? You're going to the game?
Yeah, no. Yeah? I'll be there
Lucky
tomorrow.
You're our lucky charm.
I hope so.
Lucky bugger, you get tickets to the games in New York and all that. I can even get tickets to Murrayfield.
Oh man, I gotta say it was a tough decision because I was like, I'm supporting the Glazers as well by doing this, you know. But I want to see Onana. You know, I really like that's the first thing that I'm really excited about. But I want to know I want to do a vibe check too with you, Reese, and then we'll come to vibes. How are you feeling about the Arsenal game?
It's Arsenal. I didn't care. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a decent game, to be fair. It's the pre-season one. I mean, I think when you look at it, I was hyped after we smashed Liverpool in the funnily enough pre-season Century Cup last year. That was good to see them get beat in both halves. I mean, they couldn't even beat a bunch of kids, Liverpool, but apparently they're the best team in football. Clearly they're not. I think when you look at Arsenal as a whole, they've made some decent signings. Obviously, one of them in particular wasn't particularly good at Chelsea, Kai Havertz. But when you look at what he's done at international level, he's still a good player. I think how they fit him into their system is very interesting because they've already got Martin Odegaard. So I think it's a bit bizarre. They've already brought the same player in just to cover. I mean, for 65 million. Like, he's not going to play second fiddle to Odegaard, and Odegaard ain't going to play second fiddle to him. I don't think you can fit both of them in the same team, even though they're both versatile. It won't work. But when you look at their squad, I think it'll be a good game all round for us. It'll be a good game, hopefully, for Onana to get embedded in, even if it's for 45 minutes. I'm not particularly bothered. I think it's purely, can we do what we couldn't do against Lyon? Can we score from simple chances rather than having to rely on Donny van der Ghost to score a volley? Are we actually going to, I'm only calling him a ghost because obviously he's been injured for so long, but he never turns up when we need him to. But I thought his goal was well taken. Very good cross, but we really need to score simple chances, because Arsenal done it to us 3 times last year. Like, we can't afford, even if we're pre-season friendly, we can't afford to go in there thinking, we have to rely on the difficult chances to score. So overall, I'm looking forward to the game, but only if we score from a simple 5-yard tap in.
I hear you. Big shout out to Kelvin, by the way. Thank you for joining in from Facebook. Kelvin says, what's happening with Caicedo deal to Chelsea? I don't know. I hope nothing happens with Caicedo and, he comes to Man United somehow. Before we go to you, Vibes, I also want to welcome the one and only Joe Blackman in the building. What's good, brother?
Yo. What's good, people? Everybody good?
You're good. Your sound is a little bit low, but you're good. Let me see if I can turn you up. Yeah, I think, and also you're lagging a little bit too. I don't know if it's just on my screen, but anyway,
it'll be it'll be behind them, like the green screen and all that. It's quite slow on StreamYard. It'll do that. It bugs.
I love the background though. I gotta say, shout out to the background. Vibes. Let's go to Vibes real quick, bro. How are you feeling about Arsenal? Ten Hag said no game is a friend. He said, what was his words? We don't play friendlies. Referring to the game tomorrow, he was like, it's a serious game for him tomorrow. So what are your feelings about it? Do you care?
No, I know it might be unpopular, but I genuinely don't care if we lose tomorrow. I don't care.
Really?
I just want to see Onana play, and that's about it. I don't care if we win. I don't care if we lose. I know what Arsenal fans will do if they win, but I don't care about them.
Really? Wow. I mean, hey, fair to you, brother. I mean, it feels like, for me, like the exciting thing is just I've been missing just competitive football. I don't know. The transfer window it's fun when your club is getting business done, but then when there is a little bit too much of a lull period, I get bored, And so that's where I'm at with it. But are you also excited about Onana, Nick?
I am. I mean, again, I've wanted to see a new keeper for a while. The only thing about Onana is that he gives me Bartes vibes, but actually, I think that he's got a little bit more. He's got a little bit more about him, and actually, he looks really, really, really confident when he's on the ball. And I don't. Although you've got that heart-stopping moment, I don't ever feel like it's necessarily going to be horrendous. I mean, it has been, but I don't ever feel like it's going to be. And again, some of that's just down to luck as well, isn't it? Sometimes you do when you're taking those chances, you've got to be prepared for them to go wrong. But I am looking forward to the sweeper keeper. I'm looking forward to commanding the box, being able to catch the ball in the air, all that stuff. I'm really looking forward to.
It's really that thing where he doesn't really stay on his line a lot. Like he comes out, so we're gonna have to be kind of getting used to those high pressure moments. I heard an interview of him talking about how sometimes when he takes those risks and then he does a quick turn to find a new passing lane and to dribble a pressing striker, the stadium is always goes on a, like a heartbeat. You can almost feel the heartbeat, like of everybody. But he's just like, no, I'm so calm. I'm so focused on the game in that moment. And, I was just like, all right. I think we got a guy with the right mentality here. It's it's one of those things that I'm excited about. Kush says Mbappe to Man United. Here we go. Is that true? I think that's
that'll never happen.
No.
That'll never happen.
Actually, bots, I do want to be Arsenal because before the stream, I heard an Arsenal fan said Trossard's better than Bruno.
What?
I thought saying Odegaard's better than Bruno's disrespectful, but Trossard, that's different.
They're just trolling. That's just trolling. They're taking the piss.
No, the serious. It was on the same channel.
Trossard isn't even the best Belgian for his age. It's Varschaeren, for fuck's
I don't know
sake.
if you've seen the clip. It's from the same channel who said Declan Rice is better than Casemiro. So,
well, can't believe anything they say then.
That's wow. No, that's a ridiculous
Arsenal fans are special. Arsenal fans are special. We've known this for years. They're a special breed.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I always thought pugs were the scariest breed of dog, but it turns out it's Arsenal fans.
Yo, that's funny. Real quick, guys. I'm curious about there is like the talk about, okay, we're about to get a striker, I just want to know real quick, just go around the room and say, well, who's your priority striker if you had to pick a striker? If you were Ten Hag and you had to pick a striker, who would you go for? Let's start with you, Reese.
I think you've got to go all in for Rasmus Haaland, but he should not be our main starting striker. I would honestly just bin Martial to use Haaland as a backup. I'd go. I know a lot of people wouldn't take him, but I would. I'd go all in for Lautaro Martinez right now. I'd take him from Inter Milan, just like we've just taken Onana. Like weaken their attack line as we've weakened their defense. I'd go and get Lautaro Martinez right now because he gives me. I've said it to you before. He gives me Carlos Tevez vibes before he binned off to Man City. It gives me that type of vibes where he's a pressing striker. He'll score goals. He'll link up well with the midfield. He'll bring in the wingers as Tevez, funnily enough, did for the likes of Ronaldo the first time. That's exactly what I want. I want to see the width being used properly for somebody who can actually get on the head of a ball. Sorry, Veghorst, but you never could. But that's exactly what I want to see. And he may not be everyone's cup of tea, but I would go all in for him. I can see why people want Harry Kane. I'm not a big fan of Harry Kane. Like I've never been, but if Harry Kane came in for a couple of years, fine, I would take it because he is one thing he is guaranteed. He's guaranteed goals. Like I will give him that. He's guaranteed goals. But I would rather we still go for somebody who is still got the best years of their career ahead, but they're still established in European football anyway. I would still get Martinez, but if we get Harry Kane, fine. Like I'm not going to object to that, but we don't need one striker. We definitely need two because Martial for a whole season ain't going to stay fit for let alone 30%.
That's a very funny take of like, fine, if we want, if we get Harry Kane, fine. But I hear what you're saying. Lautaro Martinez would be really, really, that's a fighter. That's the closest to like a Cavani type of pressing that we might also get from him. He's just he's got an engine, and adding another engine in there. Kush says no thanks to Lautaro Martinez. Is that what you're saying, Kush? Shout out to you, R10, for joining us. Happy Friday to you, Nick.
Again, it's people's opinion. I'm all right with that, but that's what I would do.
Yeah. I'm curious, Nick. Who would you go with?
Well, I'm gonna go a little bit against Reese here because no offense, but I do think that Harry Kane would be a really good signing in the interim for us. He's Premier League proven. He's consistent at scoring goals. I mean, over 30 in a poor Tottenham side, quite frankly. I think with our midfield, he would do absolutely fantastically. And actually, what I like about Harry Kane is he's not just a goal poacher. He will work for those goals as well. He'll come back and he'll come right back and he'll be involved in that play. So whilst he's not the future because he's too old, and I'd have taken him, 3 or 4 years ago. But actually,
I think that's fair to say.
For now, for somebody who is Premier League proven. And I know, I know what you're saying about, European and stuff, but the Premier League is a completely different ball game.
True. No, that's true. That's a fair point.
I'd rather have somebody who was Premier League proven in the interim and then bring through those other players, at the end of the season or, the next window, personally. But,
I think that's fair. Yeah. I think when you look at No, not true. I do see where you're coming from. I mean, I still remember like Harry Kane's first season, and he had 30 odd goals he scored in the season. Then he was labelled as a one season wonder, and he went and scored 20 the following season. So I will give him that. He's consistent. I've never always been keen on him, but again, I don't doubt his record or anything like that. I've just never been high on the Harry Kane train.
Yeah.
But if he comes in, then it's like you've said, it's guaranteed goals, especially in the Premier League, where he can do it on his own, because we know how greedy our wingers are. They do like to be very greedy. If he does that himself and he creates for himself, I've got no problem with that. And this would be to worry for a little while. If that happens, honestly, I would generally be okay with it. I think just like goalkeeper, we cannot afford to get the striker wrong. We really can't.
No.
I'm hoping that's the case, but time will tell.
We can't overpay for him either, though. That's the thing. I'd take him, but I don't want to overpay for him, and that's going to be the sticking point, isn't it? One, if he wants to. I mean, at the end of the day, he's on a free next season. So
I was going to say, is this his last? I was going to say, is this his last year?
This is his last year. So if he doesn't leave now, then he's going to leave on a free. And actually, I don't think he wants to go to Europe. I don't think he wants to, because he's got kids. He's a family man. It's not just him, is it? He's got to uproot everybody. So I think a natural choice, because now we're on the upward trajectory now, I feel. So if he wants to be part of something special before he retires, he needs to come to us. But we can't pay silly money for him. That would just be ridiculous. Yeah,
we got to be careful. We can't it's not that it's a good comparison to use, but we can't afford to do a Mason Mount twice in one season. Not that Mason Mount's a bad signing, he's not, but we have overpaid for a player final year of his contract. But I think if we had been more assertive in the transfer window, I think we could have got Mount for cheaper. I think we could have done if we were better at negotiating transfers. Like Harry Kane, I don't know what his going price is now for his final year of his contract, but I'm not spending more than 70 million on him.
I'd pay 100.
I'm not spending more.
I know you're not gonna like it. I would pay 100 for it.
Really vibes.
He is that good.
Because the thing about this overpaying price that Nick brought up is important, because it affects your budget for the secondary striker. If you overpay for Harry Kane, you definitely can forget the dreams about getting a small, like a protege that's gonna learn under him. It's
unless we sell, but I don't think we're gonna really. I think. I'll be surprised who we sell next after Olanga. I know it's going to probably be Alex Telles, but our margin for sales are shocking. Like how Man City can get 15 million for an academy player from Southampton baffles me. Compared to Olanga for 15 million, it's a good move for him at Forest, but the experience he's already got playing for Sweden, he's scored in the Champions League. I'd be demanded 2025. How he's gone for less than Dan James baffles me.
No, 15 is fine for me.
I think we could have got a little bit more. Personally, I think we could have got a little bit more.
20. Yeah, 20.
Yeah, I think we could have done.
Now, honestly, I would pay 100 for Kane. It's not going to happen, but I would.
Yeah. If he goes in a free next year, it'd be interesting to see where he goes, because we've seen that Bayern have already went for Vlahovic. I think Real Madrid are waiting for Mbappe to whatever's going to happen with him. Obviously, he's being kicked out of the PSG squad. Credit to them for doing that. I actually respect that, because he's a gimp. But I actually want to see where they go from here. I like Mbappe as a footballer, but what he's doing with himself, I'm like, he shouldn't have that much level of control at a football club. Like, no footballer should have that level of control.
To be fair, it's not his fault, is it?
No, it's how stupid PSG are a club, but I commend them for actually making this decision anyway. I think
But
it's
did you
I
know
find
that
it really fun. He'll probably just put a clause saying sack Enrique because he's probably made the decision for me. You know what
the
he's like.
contract they offered him was 2+1, but the +1 was his choice, so they don't have a choice in it.
Aye,
That's what they
they're
offered him.
PSG are fucked, and I'm all for it.
Yo, I have to say real quick, shout out to you, Brooke. Brooke said just bought the ticket for tomorrow's game. Really excited to see the boys. We're gonna smoke Arsenal. Let's go, Brooke. Let's also try meet up. Like if you're, I'm gonna be there as well. So let's look for each other. I don't know, just if you want to do that, that'll be really cool. Pro 5 Nation says Chelsea is back.
To what? 10th, 9th? Where are you back to?
Back to what? Pro 5?
You're Chelsea are Chelsea
You know
are
what?
back.
If Chelsea want to be back,
hold on.
for Farner's injured, you need Maguire. That's who you need.
Chelsea is back. Well, is Peter Kenyon still your owner?
Come get Maguire.
Listen, he's captain material. He was our captain. He's a really good player. You should take him.
and he didn't like being taken off his armband, so you can take him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just heard from Joe. He's gonna try. He's having a little problem with his connection, but he's gonna try join in again. So, Nick, do you want to represent Joe for the time being until he comes in the game? But if you have to go, it's all good too. But I just have to ask you.
Yeah, I'll stay for a bit. I'll stay for a little
All
bit.
right.
Can't promise I'll be a good advocate, but I'll try my best.
No, it's just a little, this is the thing. It's going to be your first time playing this, and I'll explain the rules. And your other two competitors have already played this game before, so they have a little bit of an advantage. And but anyway, so it's very simple though. It's pretty much like this. Let me just share the screen in a moment. Boom. Okay. So
I'm getting the proper fight mode now. The tie's off.
Oh my god.
Let's go. Okay, so we pretty much have 3 categories that we're gonna select from. It's just questions about just general European football trivia, and then Premier League questions. And one section is primarily about Premier League managers. So and this is pretty much how we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna just do like the 100. Let me see. I think we should spin a wheel. Let's spin the wheel. But real quick, I need to know what team names you want to go with. So let's start with you, Reese. What name are you going with this time?
Wham.
Wham. W-A-M.
W-H-A-M. Although I'm better than George Michael.
Okay. Vibes.
I hope so.
Yeah, just go with vibes.
Vibes. I like it. Straight, simple.
I'm definitely better than George Michael. Don't worry.
Nick, what name are you going?
What would was it Joe? What would he go for?
Joe would go for what was his last team name again? Oh my goodness, I forgot his last name. I think it might have been it's not Enemies of Progress. It's oh my goodness. He's gonna kill me. I can't remember. And he's usually consistent with it too. Whatever. Just pick a name.
We'll go with Man U. Let's just go with Man U.
Let's go with Man U. All right. Let's go. I love it. All right. Where is it? Boom. There you go. Manuel. Let's say that. Boom. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to write these names right here. Manio, Vibes, and Team Wham. All right, let's spin the wheel first and see who is going to get the chance to pick first. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to do the 100-point questions first. So, Manuel, you go first. So you pick from any other 3 categories, and one thing that I have to share with you is if you do not know the answer to the question, there is VAR. And when you call for VAR, you pretty much get 4 options. Like you get the multiple choice answers, and then you pick from that. And if you don't call for VAR and you say an answer and you say it wrong and it's the wrong answer, then that question can go on to anybody in the house, any of your other competitors. So where are you gonna start, with European trivia, EPL managers, or Premier League?
We'll go with European
100.
trivia because it'll be
European
rubbish anyway. So
you're from Manchester after all,
Oh.
right? All right. So European trivia 100. Which French player is a record-scoring footballer for Arsenal and went on to become assistant manager of Belgium? Ooh, very easy, huh?
Thierry Henry?
Is Thierry Henry your final answer?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Thierry Henry. 100. Very easy peasy game, right? Look at that. All right. Let's see who's going next. Let's spin the wheel again and see if it's going to be Team Wham or Team Vibes. All right. Ooh, I think it's going to be Vibes. All right. Managers or Premier League?
Let's do Premier League.
All right. Premier League 100. Who is the youngest goal scorer in the Premier League?
I'm going to say Rooney.
Is Wayne Rooney your final answer?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of anyone else right now.
Well, it is not Wayne Rooney. It was Wayne Rooney at some point, but it is not Wayne Rooney. I'll pass it on to Vibes or Manny. To you, Reese or Manny. Do you know the answer?
I would have said Rooney personally, but there you go.
I would have said Federico Makeda.
Ooh, good shot. Good shot. It is none of the above. The answer is James Vaughan.
Oh.
James Vaughan.
I would have never.
Still his record. That's a shocker.
Yeah, since April 2005. He scored in a 4-0 win for Everton. Yeah, over Crystal Palace at Goodison Park, and he became the youngest. So, but Wayne Rooney was also a good shout. Anyway, let's go on to 200. No, to the last question. Oh yeah. Sorry, you haven't gone yet, Reese.
I'm okay with that.
Niall says, "Great show, guys. I forgot about James Vaughan." Yes, everybody forgot about James Vaughan. All right, Reese 100. Let's go. Who was Jose Mourinho's first signing at Man United?
Let's see. You look at those signings. First season, we had Eric Bailly, Pogba, Mkhitaryan. Did we get him on loan firsthand? Did we get him first? I'm trying to think, because I know he signs as well. Zlatan as well. I pretty much named them all because that's all I got. I'm gonna go. Is he Pogba or Zlatan? I can't remember which order. I'll go Pogba.
You're not the only one thinking Pogba, but it is not Pogba.
I know I've named them all anyway, so it's fine.
No, R10, it's not Pogboom. Manny or Vibes, do you want to take a stab at it?
Trying to think.
I want to say Ibra because he was free, but yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with him.
Ibra and
I'm starting to think it's my mortal enemy. He was signed by David Moyes, bud.
yeah.
Are you? Is that the right answer? What you just said?
No, what? I didn't hear the answer. Who is it? Who are you gonna say, Manny?
I was gonna say Erik Bailly.
We have Ibra and we have Erik Bailly, and it is Erik Bailly. Yeah. Damn. Okay. All right.
He's patched me 3 years in a row. We've got the same birthday. I always say happy birthday to him, but he always forgets me.
Aww.
I'll have vengeance. I will have vengeance on him.
One day you'll have vengeance on him. So right now, leading the charge is Team Manio is leading with 200. All right, let's go ahead to the second round and see. Spin the wheel again and let's see who's gonna go first this time. I think it's gonna be Vibes. All right. 200-point question, Vibes. Which category are you taking?
Let's go European.
European trivia. Let's test your European trivia. 200 points. Which player went through the Ajax youth system, played for Ajax, and became assistant manager at the club in 2011? This shouldn't be a 200-point question, I know. But
I know this.
Yeah, this is fixed.
I know this as well.
You want to take it to VAR, you said?
Yeah. And I said it's fixed. But...
Damn you, I know
it's fixed. Okay, you want to take it to VAR, right? All right. Let's look at your VAR options. You have option A, right? This is for 200 European trivia. All right. Option A, you have Frank de Boer. B, Marco van Basten. C, Dennis Bergkamp. D, Johan Cruyff.
I'll go Frank de Boer.
It is. Hold on. It is not a goal. No. It is not Frank de Boer. It is not Frank de Boer. Because it went to VAR, I cannot pass the points on. But I can tell you the answer is Dennis Bergkamp. Exactly. Yes.
Frank de Boer got it a year later.
Yeah. All right. So for 200 points, let's see who's going next. Is it going to be Manny or... Oh, all right. Wham! Team Wham! Which one are you going with? European, EPL managers or Premier League? Hello?
200 Premier League, please.
200 Premier League? All right, let's go.
Yeah.
200 Premier League. Who is the oldest player to score in the Premier League?
Oldest player scoring in the Premier League?
Yes.
Ooh. I wonder if anyone actually done past this guy, because he was old as fuck. I'm still going to say Ryan Giggs.
Is Ryan Giggs your final answer?
Yeah, I'm not taking any VAR today.
You're not taking VAR at all today. All right. So, all right. The answer is not Ryan Giggs. Anybody want to try it?
I think I know this one. That's the only question I know. I'm sure it's Teddy Sheringham. I'm sure it's him.
Nick, what's your guess?
Yeah. Teddy Sheringham.
Yeah.
Ooh, it is. Yes, it is Teddy Sheringham. All right. So let's split the points. You'll get
I got some
100
points.
each.
That's a win for me. I got some.
Right?
I'm not
I'm
using
cool
VAR.
now. I'm good.
We play to win.
Right.
That's why I'm not using VAR.
Okay, all right. Now let's see who's going next. I think it is Manny. All right, cool. So Manny, for 200 Premier League managers. All right. Who was the first Italian manager to win the Premier League? This is hard.
Is it?
Oh, fucking hell.
I remember this one like it was yesterday. Sadly.
Yeah, so I'm thinking it is. Unfortunately, I do remember this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to bug me now.
You can take it to VAR.
I don't want to take it to VAR. I want all the points.
You got a lead. You got a 200-point lead. You're chilling.
That's why I need some points, so don't go VAR.
So if it goes to VAR, it can't be swapped to other players, can it?
Exactly. Yes.
So I'm going to play tactically and I'm going to go to VAR.
I love it.
No, I respect it.
Shout out to you for that. All right, cool. So in VAR, all right, so EPL manages 200. Your options are as follows. So, A, Roberto Mancini. B, Claudio Ranieri. C, Carlo Ancelotti. D, Roberto Di Matteo.
What were the choices again?
Roberto Mancini, Claudio Ranieri, Carlo Ancelotti, or Roberto Di Matteo?
Ancelotti?
Ooh, yes, it is Carlo Ancelotti. In his first season at Chelsea, he became the first Italian to win the Premier League, and also he secured Chelsea's first ever double, by also winning the FA Cup as well. So there you go.
Record goal scores at the time as well for a league champion.
Yes, 400 points. I'm sure Pro 5 scrap that saying Ranieri.
I really need to go now. So technically I've won because I'm going out.
You're winning. And Joe says he's... No. I appreciate you carrying the game this far. Joe says he's here, but we don't see him here now. Where you at, Joe?
Joe, get back on. I'm winning for you, mate. I'm really sorry. I've had a great time, but I've got to go.
Good seeing you.
I appreciate you for joining, Manny. Thank you so much. Me. Yeah, my pleasure.
Bye.
Talk to you soon.
See you later.
I think it's fair. Joe?
I think it's fair that Joe goes on 0 points. I'm just saying. Just a suggestion.
I'm waiting for my European trivia question.
Hold on. There he is. Boom. Okay. All right. Joe, you might have to turn off your green screen or something, or turn off the video. Try that first.
Turn off green screen.
Turn off the green screen. Okay. All right. You're here. But the sound is not sounding, though. We don't hear
Joe
you.
Bot said you start on 0 points for some reason. You kind of all just came to a decision, and you start on 0 points. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
Joe,
If he did
we
disagree with
can't
it,
hear you. You can't play. if we can't hear
oh
you,
wait,
brother.
I think
hold
he's
on. What?
miming. I think he's miming the agrees with vibes.
Joe, stay muted if you want to stay on 0 points. Stay muted.
All right,
Count.
you'll give us a side or something. Maybe I suggest turning off the green screen. Actually, unmute yourself. The problem is you're muted.
It was
All
on
right.
mute before, and it was.
Let's go on and see. All right, cool. So now we got vibes. We got Team Wham. And Joe, like we can't call it Team Joe because it's Manny's team. Manny got the lead right now. All right, let's go ahead and just spin the wheel. Let's see who's going next. All right, hold on.
The audio still not audio.
Question.
While Joe hopefully sorts out his audio, let's go and see. All right, so we got
for goodness
Vibe
sake.
going first. All right, cool.
Get shagged again no matter where. What do I go?
It's 300 points, Vibes. You can catch up.
No, Premier League, because the last time was some Ajax. Yeah.
Some Ajax madness. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go. 300 Premier League. Who has the most Premier League appearances?
Oh, isn't that Gareth Barry? I swear it's him.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I'm sure it's him. That's the only thing he's known for. I hope I'm right.
It is Gareth Barry.
Yeah, that's the only thing he's known for.
Boom, yeah. He's got an insane record. So many appearances. I don't think anybody's ever going to beat that, actually. So let's go ahead and say, all right, cool. So which one are you going to go with, Reese?
European trivia.
European trivia. All right, let's go European trivia. 300. Boom. Who started the professional football career at Stuttgarter Kickers, became the captain of the German team, and then the head coach of the USA team?
I'm going to go with Jurgen Klinsmann.
Oh, is that your final answer?
Yep.
It is Jurgen Klinsmann. Yes. 300 points.
I'm a third German. I'm not getting any German questions wrong. Right.
Okay, so wait, let's see. Did Joe sort out his no? All right, you guys, let's spin the wheel for this 300-point question between you guys. All right.
Nice.
So there we go. Vibes. And who's gonna get the bonus 300? Ooh, all right, Reese.
Let's do this.
Which manager was in charge at Man City when they won?
Oh
my!
I'm telling you.
Remember, you know me, but you know me, man. Scottish, German, and Italian all in one.
all right. 600 points. Look at that comeback. All right. Let's go ahead and see who's gonna get the next one. Between Wham and Vibes. It's you get the first pick this time. 400 points, bro.
I'm going Premier League again. Premier
League seems to be very easy. Which player has won the most Premier League Player of the Month awards?
What? No. Most Player of the Month.
That is hard.
If it was
really, think about it. Take a second and think about it.
That is worthy of a 400-point question.
The most Player of the Month.
Take a moment.
I think Ronaldo, but then I think Henry.
I can think of maybe 2 or 3, but this is good. 2 or 3 come to mind for me.
And you can take it
You
to
know what?
VAR.
Yeah, you know what? I'll do that because I'm thinking between two
Mm-hmm.
players.
Okay.
I would have done the
All
same.
right.
To be fair.
Okay. So you've got A. Jamie Vardy, Mo Salah, B.
Right.
Bruno Fernandes, C. Harry Kane, D.
Okay, that's completely nullified who I had in mind.
Yeah, I had two. Now, I know Bruno won like 3 in the space of 4 months, I think. But this is just most overall.
That is solid.
I'm gonna go with.
The answer is more than one player, but one of those players is, one of the 2 players that has won this award.
I'll go with Salah because I was gonna go for Kane initially, but he said 2, so I'll go Salah.
Yeah, that's who I would have gone with.
Oh,
I just got a feeling.
is
it might be
Mo
Bruno.
Salah your final answer?
Yeah, I'll go with Salah.
It is not Mo Salah. It is
Kane
Sergio
and
Aguero and Harry Kane. I know. So it's Harry Kane, but
I know,
he shares it with Sergio
I was
Aguero.
gonna say Kane. It's all right.
Yeah, they've won it 7 times.
7.
7.
Yeah. 7 awards each, which is insane when you think about it.
Yeah, because I didn't even have them 2 in my thinking. It was Ronaldo, Henry. I was thinking first.
Actually,
I think Ronaldo only won it 4 or 5 times. I don't think he won it an awful lot.
So, Reese, are you gonna go with European trivia?
Absolutely.
All right. European trivia 400. How much did Sporting Lisbon receive for the transfer of 17-year-old Ronaldo in pounds?
This is big.
12.75 million, I think it was.
Whoa, Reese, that is amazing, bro. Wow, yes, it is 12 million pounds. 12, wow.
I pay attention to documentaries besides just football. It's in a documentary.
Wow. Whoa. Well, with that, you jump all the way to 1,000. That's
I
crazy.
can't be caught unless something goes right here. I can't be caught.
Well, there is a bonus round. You never know how that's going to go. Let's see. All right. For this bonus, 400. Who is going to?
So
it's 5.
Don't be something. Be something easy.
Come on, be
Be
cruel.
something easy.
Be cruel.
All right. 5. Here you go for 400. Only Kevin De Bruyne. Oh my God, this is not about managers. My apologies.
Oh, that's good because I would have known this one. So let's move on.
That's a good one to guess though.
There was chaos in the VAR room, but anyway, the question is: only Kevin De Bruyne and Mo Salah have provided more assists than blank in the Premier League last season. Who is this player?
My first thought was instantly Odegaard because because I know with Bruno we wasted a lot of his chances.
We did.
You know what? I'm going to go Odegaard. I'm not going to second guess it.
You're not even going to take it to VAR. You're not going to say, really?
Oh, I didn't know I could do. I'll take it to VAR. I didn't know I could do that one.
Yeah, you can still take it to VAR.
Oh yeah, I'll take it.
You want to take it to? I didn't ask you if that was your final answer. Okay, all right. In VAR, all right. Your options are all right. This is supposed to be Premier League managers. All right. Let's see if there was also chaos in the VAR room. Let's see. Your options are A. Michael Olise, B. Bruno Fernandes, C. Martin Odegaard, D. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
You know what? Now you said Elise. This sounds left field. I'm gonna go Elise.
Ooh. The answer is Michael Elise. Yes. So you jump up to 600. Look at that. Boom. All right. It is Michael Elise. All right. So now let's go to the very, very final stage, 500. So pretty much 1,000 points potentially in the up for grabs. It just depends on how your fortunes go. Let's see. Between Team Wem and Team Vibes, who's going to get the first pick? All right, Vibes, you get the first pick again. All right.
It's me.
Yeah, it's not me.
It's Team Wham. There we go. Yeah. Reese.
Yep.
There we go.
European trivia.
I was on the other tab
So
already.
I'm what, no, 8, yeah?
European trivia for me.
European trivia seems to be your charm. Let's go. 500. Who plays at Estadio de Luz?
Stadio de Luz.
Oh, I thought of a name instantly for whatever reason. If it goes to B, that's what I pick.
Benfica.
That's what I thought of.
Is Benfica your final answer?
C. Even though it's not Portuguese. Estadio de Luz. Yeah, Benfica.
Yeah, it is Portuguese. It is. And it is also Benfica. Whoa, yes.
Can I just say, when it comes to Portuguese teams, I really do like Benfica.
That's incredible. Well, it makes sense. You knew where they were playing. All right. So, Vibes, are you going to go with EPL managers or Premier League?
I'll go Premier League.
Premier League 500 says, I scored 5 goals in a single Premier League match. I have represented 7 different Premier League clubs. I have won 1 golden boot. Who am I?
At first, I thought Defoe, because he played for 7 Premier League. I'm going to go Defoe, because I know he scored 5 in the game. Does he want to go them?
And you know you got VAR too.
Yeah, I'll go VAR, because I'm thinking Defoe. Because at first I thought Berbatov, because he's got 2 of them things. But I know he ain't played for 7 clubs.
Okay, well, if you take it to VAR, you got option A, Andy Cole, B, Robbie Fowler, C, Carlos Tevez, D, Jermaine Defoe.
Yeah, I'll go Defoe.
Unfortunately, it is not Jermaine Defoe. It is Andy Cole. It's crazy. The VAR was there too. Yes, Brush knew this.
5 goals. The 5 goals versus Ipswich, and he's played for like the City, Newcastle.
Oh yeah, he's a loser. You went City, didn't you? Yeah, he's a loser.
Yeah. Okay, so you might have this opportunity to let's see, because this is the bonus spin. Who gets it? It is. Oh, you get a chance to redeem yourself, I think. Let's see if it's mathematically possible. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's not mathematically possible for you to catch up. But anyway, just for the sake of answering the 500-point question, who was the first English manager to win the Premier League Manager of the Year? Who? Who did you say, Reese? I thought you said somebody.
First English manager.
It's not my question. I didn't answer for a change.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's, I thought you said something, but cool. Yeah. Who was the first English manager?
This is my question.
This is you. This is yours. Yeah, this is you, Vibes.
The first thing I've got no clue. I'm trying to think.
since I've finally won some for a change, there's something I'd like to do in my honour, so I will be 2 seconds.
I don't know. Just name any race, man. Steve Bruce. Anyways.
Ooh, that's a good shout because he was one of the ones in the VAR answers, but it is not Steve Bruce. What's the answer, Reese? Do you know the answer?
I think he said he's going to get something.
He was saying, I'm going to go get something. I got you. I think he just grabbed his mic. Brush says, is it Redknapp? Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new champion I'd like to present. His name is Reese. Bro, you are the champion.
At last.
You are the champion. Yes. So, champion, do you know the answer to the question, though? Do you know the answer to this question?
Who was the first English manager to win the Premier League Manager of the Year award? Let's see.
Yeah.
English managers all the way through.
Yeah, Bot said it's all or nothing. So if you get this wrong, you've lost.
Yeah, it's golden goal.
I've won by a landslide. Alan Kirbishley would be my guess, but it doesn't matter because I've already won.
No, I think Vibes got the answer. It is not Eddie Howe, Niall. It is not Eddie Howe.
No way.
Yeah. Imagine if it was Eddie Howe. It's Harry Redknapp. That is incredible. Reese, you can go ahead and give your speech, brother. You deserve. You've got the trophy in your hand, bro. The champ is here. The champ is here, says Joe Blackman.
It's mine at last. Champion of the world.
You're the sole champion. You're the bro. Last time you had to share it, but this time it's all yours. How does it feel?
All these past beta champions rise up for your real champion. Nah,
how
good laugh. I enjoyed that.
Behind, bro. You were bottom of the league like after like 2 rounds, and then I just
done a Man United versus Newcastle.
Hey, no, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Thank you for making it. For making it interesting like that. Let me share the link on the chat, by the way. If Brush, if you want to come in and say what's up, Joe, I don't know if your Wi-Fi is figured out or not, but ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the happy hour quiz section. We will go ahead and just
a disclaimer. I'll be back on the quiz when it's not rigged, when it's fair. I'll be back.
I just know my European football, to be fair. I love European football.
Vibes always says I rigged the quiz.
Accusations! These are not accusations. This is false accusations.
First I had Pele. What movie would he be in? I can't yet. That one threw me off.
that one threw you off. Let me put the champ in the middle because you deserve to be in the middle. By the way, if you're tuned in, we appreciate you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back in a moment. You're right, though, Vibes. That Pele question about a couple of sessions ago, it was left field.
It's all good fun, though. It's all good fun.
Yeah, it's all yo. I need you to get the Stone Cold Smoking Skull belt, Reese. You need to do that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Especially because like Stone Cold song always starts with a something breaking.
Glass shatters. Glass
He's
shatters,
that guy.
man.
Yes.
He is that guy.
Yeah,
I was at, like I said, I was at Money in the Bank a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to AEW All In. I'm going to Wembley. My hotel got booked today, so I'm good to go. So I'll be at Wembley August 27th, and I've got the pre-show party, so I'll be there very early at Wembley. So all day.
I was gonna go Money in the Bank, but yeah, it was
Crowd was good.
sold out.
Crowd was good.
It was quickly sold out.
Yeah, yo, guys, I got a quick question I want to ask real quick. Is this a crackhead opinion if I say that Man City are gonna have is one of the teams that's gonna have the biggest regression next season? Because they literally don't have an assistant manager. They don't have wingers. Their fullbacks are changed. The whole this guy, he's tweaking. I get it, but this is gonna be a really, really different. There's the human element of the fatigue that comes in when after we saw Kevin De Bruyne get a hamstring that's gonna reoccur in about 4 weeks. I'm calling it right now. Brush, am I a crackhead or no for this opinion?
What's happening, guys?
It's interesting you say, because I was on a space, right? It was an Onana space, and there was someone, I don't know where you've gone, someone said they think City are finishing 4th next season.
I'm not going to lie, bots. Last year, I thought they were going to regress, having lost valuable squad players like Sterling and Jesus. Whilst that freak of a footballing pervert remains their manager, you can't rule anything out. I think they'll be just fine.
Yeah, to be fair,
during pre-season last year, I said Man City would win the league and they wouldn't get past 95 points. I said they wouldn't even get close. So
I said that. I still thought they'd win the league because I didn't think I wasn't sure who would challenge them really. But come December time, I definitely thought they were going through a bit of a transition. It wasn't comfortable, especially after João Cancelo stuff as well in Jan. It's quite remarkable that they went through all that they did and they finished with a bloody treble.
So they plot their own downfall. That's what they do.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. I hear what you're saying with all the players and stuff, but
and even people like Mahrez vibes, like quality player. Obviously, it's a big shame to lose him, but I wonder what they're gonna do with all this money now. Or apart from Guardado,
no one's done 4 in a row. He'll want to do it.
Yeah, he'll want to do it.
Unfortunately, I think they will do it.
But deep this, all it takes is just Jack Grealish to get an ankle injury for maybe 3-4 weeks is missing, and they're really short of options because Kovacic is not Gundogan. Gundogan unlocks games where it could be there's at least 3 or 4 games where Man City could have drawn, and then Gundogan comes in with the key and he finds a solution. But Kova he's great. He's a great ball carrier. Rodri actually is the only. I think I was just trying to look up one time to see the difference, what one adds to the team or whatever. But I saw that Rodri is able to carry the ball a lot more than many midfielders in the Premier League. But Kovacic is also up there. I think he's number 3 or something like that. But that presents a different problem for Pep Guardiola because I think he's going to try and get Kovacic to be the guy who scores goals. Do you know how many career goals Kovacic has? Something like 29. Do you know how many goals Gundogan has scored for Man City? Just in his it's crazy. The madness that is about to happen. I think something is going to be really different this season for Man City. I just got to call it right now.
That Gundogan thing. I swear there was a month where he basically won them all their game.
He was clutch for them.
Yeah, he comes in clutch every season, doesn't he?
He's so underrated. He's so underrated.
Tail end of the season, he always came in. But the thing is with Pep though, he's so good at just completely switching things up. It's an absolute madness.
I hope you are right though. I hope they do go though.
Reece, can I just say that belt is looking fantastic, my man.
Yeah.
And also, because bro, I've seen other replicas, but this is an actual replica, isn't it? This is the actual size.
Sir.
Yeah, no, that's quality. That's quality. Because I've seen other ones, but they're like cheap imitations.
£375
compared to what you're holding up right there. Yeah. You can see the difference in class.
£375 this cost.
Madness.
Yeah, no, that's how much the replicas are.
Yeah. So
really?
pricey.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, because I'm sure I've seen cheaper ones where you can tell they're cheaper though. But this is the real McCoy right there.
Oh yes.
It's real.
I look at
Have you got a collection, Reese? Have you got others as well?
I used to have a few more, but this is the only one I've got at the moment. But it's not the last.
Oh, bro, you know you need to add that stone cold smoking skull belt to your collection.
I want the big gold, the big world title. That's
the old WCW one.
That's the one.
Yeah,
that's the real one.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that one.
I look at City, and I think that's a fair point. I still look at their strength though in their squad, but I do agree 1 or 2 injuries away. But they've got such a great manager, and they've got an elite mentality.
What it is.
But when I look at Europe though, they've just gave their key to defend the Champions League to Barcelona, and I think Barcelona will win the Champions League next season.
No, I can't stand them. So no.
Me neither.
I hate that club.
Yeah, Vibes has got a vendetta against them ever since
I hate that club. I wish nothing but the worst on that club.
Why do you hate Barca so much, Vibes?
Well, first 2009 and 2011.
Those 2 heartbreaks, yeah. The Messi header, like that.
And I just don't like the way they operate. I wish nothing but the worst on them. Genuinely.
if Man United don't win the Champions League next season, AC Milan better do the job after the transfer window they're having.
Yeah, I hate to be the one to say, but yeah.
Listen, as long as it's no other English club, I'm happy, man. That's where my expectations are at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not United, I just don't want it to be any other English team. I would like to watch the final in peace.
Bayern stands a good chance. It's been way too long since Bayern won it.
But on Bayern, it'll be very interesting to see what happens with the Harry Kane stuff.
If they went for Vlahovic.
Yeah, because they're looking to get rid of Mane now, aren't they?
If Bayern sign Kane, they're my favourites.
They want Vlahovic.
No, they should go for Kane.
Even him too. That'll be an upgrade on what they've got.
If they sign him, he doesn't move. Kane,
I don't think Bayern win the Champions League, and I'm going to go one further. I don't think they retain the Bundesliga next season.
I mean, they were very fortunate this year, to be fair. Dortmund threw it away.
They'll catch up to them.
Completely threw it away.
It was in Dortmund's hands.
Yeah, it was in their hands, man.
Yeah.
Leipzig going for 3 German Cups in a row.
I think what pissed me off as well is that final game, they actually ended up drawing in the end. They made it 2-2, like deep into stoppage time. Pissed me off even more. Needless.
With Sadio Mane, guys, is he done, or the system just didn't work for him?
I like Mane.
He's past the hill. He's on the decline. Really?
And he had that bust up with Sane, didn't he? So I think there's dressing room unrest as well.
He didn't really look that bad in his last Liverpool season.
Yeah, unpopular opinion.
But do you think it's the system at Liverpool though, Vibes?
I think the speed of the Bundesliga really.
I don't know,
because I'll tell you what, that's one thing I'll give Klopp. Because when he first put that front three together of Mane, Firmino, Salah on paper, it did not move me.
No, I agree.
But I think collectively he took them to another level.
It grew into it really well.
Yeah.
But I think when I look at him. The crazy thing is, people have written off Leipzig really quickly. I haven't. I mean, yes, the Vardiol deals are potential not going to happen. But they lost Nkunku, they lost Szoboszlai, they lost Konrad Laimer, and they just went and spent 150 million and replaced all 3 within a month. I think Leipzig have got a big chance to actually win the league this year. And if they don't win the league, they'll win the 3rd German Cup in a row, and they'll do history because it's never been done before.
Yeah, Leipzig, you see the structure that's in place there, Reece. That speaks volumes about the structure of how they operate. The fact that they've not wasted any time.
And they've got homeboy Marco Reus. Marco Reus, obviously, he's from Leipzig, the city, so he's managing his club to a trophy. He's managing them to 3rd place in the Champions League again. German Cup.
He was quite rated when he was at Dortmund.
Mm-hmm. They just too quick got rid of him. I think. I think they could beat Bayern in the Super Cup, and if they beat Bayern in the Super Cup, then I think Leipzig will really go on and do something. I think they're good enough. They're the only German club I actually like. I watch the Bundesliga, but I watch them more than anybody, even since the lower promotions. Always like Leipzig. Unlike most German fans, although I realistically shouldn't, because obviously I'm for German. I'm all about realism and pragmatism, but I look
Okay,
at them
Reese,
and I'm
about
like, they're
realism
strong
and
side.
pragmatism, I want to ask you a real pragmatic question real quick. Like, here's the thing. I've been thinking about this ever since the Mbappe news came out, right? What if we got Mbappe and forgot about the whole striker situation and just called it a day? Would you be pro that or no? Like, I'm curious. What
My
if?
problem-
I know we're daydreaming, it would never happen realistically
Madness.
speaking, but
My
if?
problem with this is I think Mbappe is another one of those players who exceptional talent, unbelievable footballer, but I think he's going to be like two of the best players I've ever seen. I think he's going to be like Lionel Messi, and I think he's going to be like Ronaldo Nazario. I do not see Mbappe playing in the Premier League. I think he'll create a legacy that isn't Premier League level. Not that disrespect to the Premier League, but I think he'll create a legacy that is not Premier League level because he'll never play there. I think he'll do it all in France, except win the Champions League, and then I think he might go to Real Madrid or something like that, and then he'll retire. I think he'll retire in Italy, personally. I think when he gets like 34, 35, he'll be in Italy. But I don't think he'll ever play in the Premier League. Ever.
Boo for that take. I hear you. Boo for being realistic, Reese.
It'd be a great move. But
What did I just miss? The booze and
Reese is so realistic. I asked him, Vibes, this question, like, what if we just forgot all about the striker thing, just spent our budget on Mbappe, the rest of our budget? Would you not be cool? Because we have Rashford, Mbappe. You see the problem that we'll be posing for, like, defenses.
Mbappe. Yes, Mbappe.
I just
we don't have any other fast person other than Rashford. Like, we know everybody's acceleration is like okay, but they don't have the top speed.
Well, his acceleration as well, but I just don't think
we sold Elanga, who is actually our fastest player. He was actually fast.
He didn't offer anything else though, but
Antony is quick.
Dallo was our fastest player.
I will say that Antony is quick, but yeah, listen, if you have the chance to sign Mbappe, you do it.
Yeah, there's a chance, but are we going to do it? No.
Obviously, if you're being realistic, it's never happening. But if you're being unrealistic and we're dreaming,
if you're being dream scenario, then yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Listen, if any of us thought that was it was possible to make it happen, I don't think anybody would turn.
There's people that would still take Neymar. I like Neymar, but even being realistic, I still wouldn't sign him.
Listen, if we could take him on a year loan. I know you guys missing for his birthday, but I take
Neymar's going through the Brazilian curse. He's past 30, so he's on the down low. It's the automatic Brazilian heritage. You get 30.
And also, I'm sure you've seen the documentary, Reese. Like, I just think he's someone who's just fallen out of love with football.
Listen, for a year loan,
he's like Gareth Bale. I think he's like his mind.
Yeah, it's one of those, and I blame a lot of it on his dad.
Yeah,
so we can make him
his dad's one of those people that lives vicariously through his son.
We can make him happy. We can say, you can go visit your sister for her birthday like you normally do. We're cool with it.
I still find it very strange that the PSG ultras chose to go to his house and intimidate him when Mbappe's the one that's running the
club. Got to you now.
Club in the wrong way.
Oh, the ultras have got to your Wi-Fi.
I think PSG will win. Mbappe's French, but personally,
Reese, the PSG ultras have hacked your Wi-Fi.
I think they should have just built a proper team.
Wi-Fi is not Wi-Fi-ing Reese.
Oh, speaking of the
I was saying there, the PSG ultras were wrong. They were wrong for going after Neymar. For me, I think they should have built the team properly around Neymar. They didn't need Messi. They didn't need Mbappe. They would have won a Champions League with Neymar.
It's a PR thing over there, isn't it? They're building a marketing company. Is what they're doing.
The first version
of the Galacticos. That's what they're doing. Getting Enrique as a manager is interesting, though.
They're not happy with the Vlahovic link, the Ultras, let's just say.
Yeah.
I've seen something on Twitter. I'm sure, I need to check again if it's actually legit. I've seen someone on Twitter saying the Ultras held a sign saying,
listen.
So basically, Vlahovic did a celebration, right, with his 3 fingers. Apparently, it's some like political thing or something, and the Ultras had a banner saying, "We'll cut your fingers off."
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ooh. Wow.
They're an aggressive.
There have been some controversial stuff in the past. I remember Di Canio did one. Didn't Anelka get his West Brom contract cancelled?
No, bunch of these managers crackheads, because they didn't even want Lucas Hernandez, because someone like his dad played for Marseille or something, and they were protesting.
That's wild. So, you know what? Some of these guys,
Marseille.
Don't bite the hand that feeds you, innit? Like, where was that club before the Qataris came in?
True.
That's why they won't.
True.
That's why they never sent. That's why they never sent Pogba either. That's why they'll never get Zidane.
So it's a bit mad. That's crazy.
Their ultras are. They think they're Italian level of club level ultras. You don't come close. Napoli fans would chew them alive. Milan fans would kick them in the sea.
Listen, Italian ultras are different.
And Roma ultras will just will just slap them up in Spartan suits and stick them on spikes.
I mean, you look at our ultras at KG. It's different.
We don't even have our ultras. I love Milan ultras, to be fair.
Lex and KG are our ultras.
Listen. Our ultras are out here buying TVs from strange men on the street.
I've got no issue with Italian ultras, to be fair.
He's such a crackhead, He's such a crackhead.
Honestly, as a grown adult, why would you buy a TV from some random guy on the street? I don't understand.
And he even said he knew it was something bad, but he still did it, and then he did show his wife.
Human beings are just strange creatures.
Yeah. Oh man, talking about another strange creature, Ronaldo has been getting dealt like after he said European football has lost its quality. Like his team has been 5-0 versus Celta Vigo. They lost. Al Nassr lost. 4-1 versus Benfica. Al Nassr lost, and Ronaldo is just pissed off. It's crazy how I don't know what.
You know what?
Why he lost 4-1 to Di Maria?
I know he's the highest paid player, but he I think he might be on the worst team in the league. Cause
he has.
You look at the other teams.
But listen, they've offered him they've offered him €1 billion, for a 7-year deal. He's obviously their spokesperson. He's not about to turn around and tell you the Saudi league is shit, is he?
I just think it's
funny. He had a point when he said it's better than MLS. He had a point when he said it's better than MLS.
Yeah,
it could be
a fair bit to go, but
no, next season we're gonna be looking at clips of the Saudi league more. Look at the Benzema volley. Look at Ronaldo. It's gonna be that more than.
Listen, but Inter Miami are the worst team in MLS, bro.
And all that as well, though.
What's the rebrand though?
Al Ali might have a front 3 of Mahrez, Firmino, and Saint Maximin.
That actually does more for you than anything else. That's a team that'll work for you.
Guys, I think we have to start picking teams in Saudi Arabia. We have to start picking our favorite teams.
I'm gonna support the GOAT still, so I'll pick Al Nassr.
I'm gonna support that. Right. So we have to pick
Al Nassr super fan, right? Yeah.
We have to.
Which one are you going with, Reese?
I'm gonna pick neither.
Gerard's team. I don't know how to say it.
Fuck that.
What do you think? You don't know how to say it. Did you see the video of Gerard trying to say it?
No.
I thought he was swearing.
I'm going to watch the Saudi League, so there's no point. I'm not going to watch it. So
I'll send you the link later. I'll send you the link to it. It's so fun.
Timing the games and all that is just feasible. I'm not going to be able to watch it, so I'll pass. I'll watch the MLS.
We speak about Gerard, right? We speak about Gerard. I kind of respect him a bit for what he's done for Henderson. One of his boys, he's got him 700k a week.
I know.
Crackhead. They are actually crackheads.
He's gave him a bigger bag than anything else.
I mean, would Henderson have really turned down 100 or 200? Why would you go straight to
he would have. Because he's on 100 and somewhat at Liverpool. Honestly, even if it was 300, I think you'd have turned it down. But 7, that's
You think he would have turned down 300 vibes at 33? Henderson.
yeah. To stay at Liverpool, he would have.
Madness.
It's 300,000, no tax. He's walking away with 300k in his bank. He's choosing 700k. I think there's a lot more to that. I think it's just sheer greed.
Yeah.
But for Gerrard, he's probably thinking, you know what? I've got a friend. I mean, the video of him in training was funny. Nobody understood a word of it.
I wonder, just for a laugh, right? Henderson's on that big contract just so Liverpool fans can finally get their FSG out.
I think it's funny as well because so they can't understand Gerrard because he's Scouse, right? And then Jordan's Geordie, innit? Yeah. the two thickest English accents.
I'm just saying it's a coincidence, right? That Newcastle needed to sell someone to buy Harvey Barnes, and St. Maximin just so happens to be going Saudi.
Yeah.
Just saying it's a bit of a coincidence.
I mean, listen, people are going to use their, all the leeway they have in it. They're going to pull strings what they can.
Listen, to be fair, it happened with what was that player? That Sesko we were linked to. He went from one Red Bull team to another, so it happens a lot.
Smart.
It happens
smart for them.
They've made some good. The fact they didn't just sign Šeško, they signed that Losa Penda as well. Like some genuinely good moves. But I look at Saudi and I'm like, it's got riches of players in there, but I'll barely watch. I'll be watching Inter Miami.
Yeah, if we are being honest.
They've turned them into Barcelona, innit?
I want to be watching MLS or Saudi.
I think Luis Suarez is the next on their hit list, I think.
Yeah, I hope Miami get relegated.
Yeah, Iniesta's gone
Miami
there. Jordi Alba's gone. They
Sorry,
don't need relegations over their vibes.
I don't know if I hope Inter Miami lose every game.
As somebody in America, I'm not complaining. I want to see them. I mean, I live very close to the New England Revolution Stadium. So when they come over here, I'm definitely going to be there for sure for that.
But I'll tell you what, with all these moves that Miami are making, I bet the ticket prices have gone through the roof now.
Oh, yeah.
Must be ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, don't go to them games.
It's a different
kind of... They've got a new
of...
stadium coming as well.
It's a bit of a weird one for me when it comes to Inter Miami because obviously I've got a soft spot for them because obviously it's Beckham's team, right? But now they're bloody Barcelona.
Yeah, I don't like them anymore. I don't like them.
They've got an ex-Barcelona manager as well that won the MLS Cup with Atlanta.
I hope they get relegated.
What I liked about how Inter Miami moved is they sacked Gary Neville's brother, right? Yeah, and then right after that, they're like, that's gotta be the biggest blow for you for any manager to just be sacked right before.
Phil must have been crying before this revolution,
right?
Good thing they still have those. They still have a striker like Josef Martinez. I really like him. He's such a good striker.
Yeah,
I really do like Martinez.
No, you expressed your love for Martinez earlier, bro. I want to say earlier on when you were talking about Saudi clubs, Reese, I was just like, it's funny how the Saudi offers, they don't really seem to overpay for players, but they give the big contract players. Just the wages. They're like, no, screw the Premier League. We're not going to throw money at the clubs. We're going to throw money at the players. It's such an interesting stretch. It's
I think for these sheikhs
about it.
I think for these sheikhs and people, it's like a prestige thing as well. I think they take pride in offering a lot of money.
Damn.
Let's be honest, we won't be watching anyway.
It's crazy money over there, but I mean, these guys have got exotic animals as pets.
True.
Have you seen those videos on the timeline of of them down the motorway? They turn the camera around and it's a freaking cheetah sat there.
Yeah,
true. He wasn't.
I was going to say something, but I don't want to bring the mood down.
Never wasn't winning shit. That's why
he kept changing system as well. He kept changing systems every game, so he deserved to get the sack. So
it's like the Neville brothers.
Yeah,
that cursed him on the
conference properly. Getting Martino as a manager is right. The fact that he's already managed top level international, he's managed Barcelona, he's won the league with Barcelona.
Yeah, there's levels to this, man. People like Phil, I mean, they get their leg through the door because of who they are and their connections.
Yeah, we don't care about the other loser, the Barcelona guy. No one cares about it.
The fact is, they only need to win 9 games. They only need to win 9 games, and they're in the playoffs.
The playoffs,
I hope so.
I think they can easily do it.
Actually, what I hope happens is it goes to the last one, and they lose the last one. All their hopes go out the last game. That's what they deserve.
I liked Inter Miami long before like fucking Barcelona players signed, so I'm okay with it. But
yeah, no, if they get Suarez,
surprised
I
they went all
hope they lose
Barcelona.
every single game.
I was surprised they went all Barcelona as a club project, but forget Messi, forget Alba, they're great players. But for me, the signing they made that's clever was Busquets. It's a solid central defence midfielder that they actually need, even though he is very old and he's coming to the end of his career.
Nah, but for MLS, though, I reckon he would still be great. He's what, 34, is he?
Yeah.
30, yeah.
34, 35, yeah.
Yeah, he would be fine there for a few years.
It's his experience that would be most important for anyone around him. So
he's reading the game and all of that as well, man. It'll come in handy.
I wonder if they could send Marcus Rojo to the MLS just to 2-foot Suarez.
He not still playing for Boca?
Absolute madman.
I don't know if Suarez will leave Uruguay though. I think he's there now just to eat some people.
Yeah, he definitely he's somebody that's not welcome in Africa. I can tell you that. Suarez, he'll never vacation in Africa. Anyway,
well, it depends what part, though, right? But I'm sure they celebrate him in Nigeria. Because they've got beef with the Ghanaians, right? So
true. I think at that point, because like it was like the last African team there, like the Nigerians, they end up having a little bit of a, all right, cool, let's just, I can't speak for all the Nigerians, obviously. Real Malden, big up to you. I think your first time commenting. Shout out to you. Welcome to the channel. Says, Papi, I will couple with you to the Miami match. LOL. Let's do it. Real Malden.
Do you know who this person is?
No, actually,
all right. You're gonna get yourself killed,
No, I think I actually know. I think I know because Malden, like,
you might get yourself killed one day.
This person is based in Boston, I believe. I think I know who it is.
But meet in a public place, though, man. You can't just be.
No.
Carpooling with people you don't know.
He's a Real Madrid supporter, and he's got all this Real Madrid stuff, man. It's incredible. It's incredible. Like I've met him before. I know. He's family. Thank you for tuning in. No, but this is gonna be wild.
I did have an unpopular opinion. I won't do it this week.
Go ahead. What's the unpopular opinion? I shared my crackhead unpopular opinion.
We won't challenge for the league next season.
We won't?
We won't. No.
Get out of here, man. What? Why do you say that?
I think at best another top 4 push, but yeah.
Why is the pessimism right now, bro? Why are you gonna bring that?
But is it pessimism or is it
very early? Obviously, it's very early. Obviously, things can change depending on the window. But I just don't see it. I'm not expecting it this season. I'm really not.
If Mbappe goes to Arsenal, yeah,
no.
Don't you think Mbappe has ambitions of challenging like Haaland, for example?
Yeah, not with Arsenal though.
Yeah, not with Arsenal. He's got ambitions of challenging. Yeah,
I don't think even those. I don't think even those.
Playing with Neymar,
but their competition is different. But they're gonna try and outscore each other in the Champions League.
Think he wants to play with Kai Havertz?
No. Probably no. He'd rather play with Rashford. He's got bromance with Rashford more than Kai Havertz for sure. I think like, no, definitely not Kai Havertz. Okay, so where Chelsea? Would he go to Chelsea or Man City? Because Man City, means it's game over.
That would be disgusting.
I mean, Chelsea
game over.
I just don't.
They've got the money.
Why are you playing the game? Why are we playing?
That would actually be disgusting. But wow, you just gave me nightmares. Imagine Mbappe on the left instead of Grealish. Jesus. Oh, Phil.
Pep will be like British, you go on the right, you know?
You know what? We said this.
Mbappe and
Obviously, it
Haaland
would
together.
work, but Pep doesn't like certain egos.
Yeah, but generational talent supersedes.
Listen, he definitely works, but there's a slight chance. Pep wouldn't like it.
That would be game over for everybody, actually. I think that would be game over.
Might as well give up.
No. Okay. Sorry for introducing that thought.
It has to be. I'd be shocked if he does end up at Madrid. Genuinely.
Who, Mbappe?
I can't see Mbappe. Yeah, I can't see him go anywhere else.
Oh, yeah, I could, yeah. That's the most likely, isn't it?
Yeah,
I didn't even entertain Arsenal as a thought. I just don't care about them.
Neither does anyone apart from Arsenal fans who are still living under the Wenger France Revolution glory years.
They assume that. I seen tweets the other day saying that Arsenal fans think that Kylian Mbappe has got a relationship with the club and all that. Kylian Mbappe doesn't even know where Arsenal is.
He probably thinks he's somewhere in France, to be honest.
He probably thinks there's a local
closest
shop.
links are probably an admiration for Thierry Henry. And even Henry realized eventually that he had to leave to really find success.
You know what? I do like him as a player, but I am praying Declan Rice flops, especially after that dead music video from AFTV.
But that's got nothing to do with the player.
No, bro. Let this agenda run.
Yeah.
Okay, let the agenda. Go ahead more about it. Right, Declan Rice flopping.
I don't think it'll happen because he's a really good player, but I just hope it. Remember when they released the Thomas Partey song, and we know what happened after that. He just didn't play as good as he should have. So
Vibes is basing it on the like how he feels about the player unveiling. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
On the my I think Kai Havertz will either be a great success or a great failure. Like he's not gonna be in the middle. He's gonna be major flop, biggest transfer flop, or biggest transfer like addition to Arsenal. And maybe Arteta is cooking something different in terms of formation wise, and he's trying to switch it up or whatever. But at the same time, like there's something in me that just makes me kind of wary a little bit of that move.
I think that one might be a pleasant surprise. But I think Arteta might have something cooking with that one.
One thing he can't do. One thing he can't do, that's coming from. Yeah, the one thing he can't do, and that's because obviously the German team is the team that I follow the most. The one thing that Arteta must not do is play Havertz as a striker. If he plays Havertz as a striker, he's already fucked Havertz up for life. Play him as a 10. Put Odegaard.
I don't think they'll do that.
In a different position or something like that. You
Well,
cannot play him as a 10. You can't play him as a striker.
According to a lot of
looked good the
Arsenal
other
fans,
night, actually.
he's going to play in the Xhaka role, apparently, the left centre mid role.
They played the MLS All Stars.
Really?
And he looked.
Well,
that's what
Kai
Arsenal
doesn't
fans
know
are.
how to defend, though.
That's what Arsenal fans are claiming, and if that's the case,
well, no, it comes down to the structure of the
succeed.
team, right? So I think
I don't think he's
Rice is going to be holding. I think Zinchenko will probably move into midfield every time they push forward. So Havertz wouldn't have to have those kind of responsibilities.
You know what?
It's going to be very fluid.
Bots is actually right because, in my opinion, I think Donkey is going to be a big flop. But there's only two options. No, because listen, Donkey was at Chelsea for 3 years. Yeah, he played in every position apart from net. Basically, he didn't do anything.
No, I still think if they played
on the flip side, he could be like presently.
You would have seen the best of Kai.
Bro, he played everywhere at Chelsea. He played everywhere.
Big over.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The best player over him. You play him in that 10 role with a proper striker in front of him. You have two white men that actually create. You got something, but you play him as a striker, you're really asking for trouble.
The one thing I do find really interesting about what Arteta's doing is the versatility in the players that he's signing. It's all players that can cover multiple positions.
Yeah.
I mean, but can they do it well, though? I mean, Donkey can't do it well.
It's about having options, though, isn't it, man? So
No,
different ways of unlocking.
But this is the thing. Timber, I get it. Timber's good at different positions, but when you have Donkey, yeah, he's not going to be good at the right. He's not good on the left. He's not good
I
up
think
front.
with some players, you just
Not
have to
good
give
on
it
number
time
10.
and see what the manager
But
has in mind.
guys, he hasn't had continuity in one position where he's got to learn he's always been moved around because he hasn't had one particular mentor. It's been three different styles for Kai Havertz, so you can't just donkeyfy him just like that.
I'll be honest, I'll be honest. Donkey could genuinely prove me wrong, right? But he's Donkey. So. And there's a reason I call him Donkey.
Why?
He himself said he's got a love of donkeys, right? And there's actually a donkey named after him.
Yeah, this was actually proper random. I thought Vibes was just running an agenda, and then he pulled up an article about it on Kai Havertz's love for donkeys.
I'll send you the article.
Proper random.
So the BBC, you know how they announced his transfer? They had an article about a donkey named after Havertz. Then underneath it said he's going to switch from Chelsea to Arsenal.
That's crazy. That's wild. I
still think there's a player in him, but the problem is now he's went for two big transfer values, and end of the day, you can't control your fee, but it'll always come back down to him. I still think
there's going to be pressure on him because of the fee.
But there's a reason I agree with
I still think there is.
I'll tell you what, Reece. I thought the best move for him. I thought the best move for him this summer probably would have been to go back to the Bundesliga, So I was a tad surprised at the Arsenal move.
Yeah, same. I know Bayern were looking at him, and then they changed their mind. But I agree.
I thought that would have probably been a better fit. But I am intrigued though to see what Arteta's got planned.
I don't watch Arsenal, so
he should be playing
a watch anyone other than United
role though.
Even with United, when we lose, you go to sleep.
Why would I watch them losers win games for? I don't like them. If they're losing, I'll turn the TV on. If they're losing, I will turn the TV on instantly.
Vibes, I gotta ask you. So, which team has upgraded the most in the transfer window? We saw obviously because City was the leader, but then I think the difference between City and Arsenal was 5 points, if I'm not mistaken. So has Arsenal caught up with the 5 points? Has Man United moved up a little bit because we were, I think, 9 points behind Arsenal, and Newcastle was 4 points behind us. So Newcastle got Tonali. They probably have moved up, right?
Merseyside as well. The bumps in Merseyside.
If Arsenal signed a striker, it definitely would have been them. You see, Spurs, if they signed a centre back, they'd be up there. Not challenging, obviously, but just best window.
They need a goalkeeper as well, Vibes.
But they've got one now. So I don't know what the guy's called. I know they signed someone. I don't know who he is. Madison's someone they needed for years.
What's happened with the David Raya links? Has that gone cold?
They've got Vicario.
Okay.
I'm trying to see who's this goalkeeper that Spurs has signed, because that definitely I did not get.
Vicario, Italian goalkeeper. Yeah.
From what team?
I can't remember what club he is, but I know it was Italian. I can't remember who it was.
I want to say Udinese. I think I'm not sure.
They've got a decent team, but I do agree centre back especially.
Because apart from Romero, he's hit or miss. They've got
Davinson Sanchez needs to be moved on. Longley, that loan needs to have been cancelled.
Tanganga's not going to make it.
Madison has been someone they've been missing for years.
Yeah,
definitely. They've not had a creative midfielder, so yeah.
I mean, they've been playing terrorist football, innit? So you can understand.
Yeah,
I think the fact that Liverpool signed McAllister and Szoboszlai is criminal, especially Szoboszlai. They should never got a player of that quality. They don't deserve that.
You see, with them, it's still the DM situation that might come back to bite them.
Liverpool and Arsenal are probably the two that stand out for me who've done the best business so far.
If they sign Fabinho and sign Lavia, I don't think it's a big upgrade at the moment.
Especially because Lavia is very raw.
I think they should have tried
also midfields take some time to gel, don't you think? Like, I don't think they, that's like they need about 7 games to get that tactics right and get everything right, and then you can win the league by sacrificing, more than 5 games.
To change system. I think Klopp needs to change system personally. I think the 4-3-3's outlived itself at Liverpool. I mean, it's still an effective system, but I think the best way to play for them, they need to switch into a 4-2-3-1, put Szoboszlai as a number 10. I don't
knowing how stubborn Klopp is, though, Reese. He's gonna still play Trent at right back. He's gonna try the same tactics with a new midfield and see how it goes. Because the attack is fine.
I seen their starting lineup from their last preseason game. Trent Alexander-Arnold started as a defensive midfielder.
As a midfielder, yeah.
To be fair, at the end of the season, it's because at the start of the season, for whatever reason, he had Salah more like a touchline winger, putting crosses in. And I know Henderson and Milner aren't the best now, but they've lost their vice captain and their captain.
I agree. I think whoever they play in defensive midfield role beside McAllister, if that's what they did, if they switched to 4-2-3-1, put Szoboszlai as attacking midfielder, striker, probably Nunez, but you've got Jota, you've got...
I think Gakpo gets in there, Reece. I think Gakpo will be the one they use down the middle.
They've got really good attacking... They've got good attacking threat, but it's the midfield. I think Szoboszlai should be the one. He hasn't played a number 10 since Dortmund, but for me, I think Szoboszlai is their best choice. How they got a player like him makes me sick. He shouldn't have left Leipzig for scum like them.
He sent Fabio Carvalho, he can't play 10. He didn't even play him there. He didn't even play him in the wing.
Has he not moved on, or they're trying to move him on?
Leipzig on loan.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not getting ahead of Xavi. But Carvalho's not
though.
getting ahead of Baumgartner. He's not getting ahead of Forsberg. He's not getting ahead of Olmo, and he's not getting ahead of Xavi Simons. He's went to 5th choice to attack midfielder.
I mean, to be fair, he was kind of Klopp did him dirty.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. I do feel sorry for him in that sense. I do like Fabio Carvalho. I think he's a good player.
No, maybe Klopp will prove us wrong. I think it's just because he's seen his system without a 10 work so well, so he probably just doesn't want to use it.
Yeah, but you know what's funny? I've heard Klopp in press conferences saying, "Oh yeah, we need to reinvent ourselves," and he doesn't really do that. He just kind of, changes. He doesn't necessarily like tweak, make major changes in his system. It's sort of, he went to a 4-2-3-1 at some points last season, but it's gonna be interesting with the new midfielders to see is he really meaning a full reinvention or just a rejuvenation of the old tactics. That's what
I think what he needs to do more than anything, is he really needs to tell Trent Alexander-Arnold, mate, you're not a footballer, so I advise you retire. And go and find a different job, and he actually does more.
Oh my God!
I look at their team, and there are some good players in there, but Trent Alexander-Arnold, either he becomes a midfielder permanently, or he finds another profession, because he ain't a right back. He can't defend for shit. And even though I like an attacking fullback, I still expect a fullback to defend, and I wouldn't even trust Trent Alexander-Arnold to defend the Titanic.
I don't know what happened last season, because the year before he did show that in a back four he can do a job, but last year any sort of defensive awareness went out the window. It's probably why they were linked with Benjamin Pavard, who's kind of the opposite.
Fabinho lost his legs. Henderson went covering, and
see the Fabinho losing his legs thing. We don't talk about this enough. It's one of the biggest declines of a footballer that I've ever seen. In what should be his prime.
It's one of the fastest declines beside Alexis Sanchez, which is now
it's crazy. Especially when you look at that DM role, right? Usually between the ages of about 27 to 32, you see the best of a player. Barely, he was barely touching 30. He's not been the same for 18 months.
I kind of
think he was brought down
with the Trent stuff as well, because I heard some Liverpool fans saying, "Oh, in our system, Trent's defensive duties are not his thing." I'm like, wait, hold on. I know he's the best he's the best attacking right back in the league, right? But he has to be able to defend. Like he has
I
to.
think
You can't
I don't
just be
even
like
think
it doesn't matter.
I don't even think he's third best attacking fullback in the league. I think
No,
Kieran
he's first.
Trippier and
Definitely.
Reece James are
He's-
better than him.
Listen, we might disagree, but some of the passes Trent can do, the only guy who can do that is De Bruyne.
His
For me.
passes are good, but I think he's overrated. I look at Trippier, and I think Trippier's come in and done so much better. Like he had never left Tottenham, even though he's went to Newcastle. I think he's done brown for them. I think Reece James is great, even though he's had the injuries. Like I just look at, and I think he has quality, but I think he's overrated as well. I think he does have some quality to his game though.
I did hear a Liverpool fan who I do listen to quite a few times. He was saying he thinks Trent got lazy because he's so good, right, in his attacking ability.
He doesn't think he needs to track.
Yeah, like he just thinks I can just swing my leg at the ball and it'll just go wherever I want it to.
That's
But
not
all
an
that the other players would
No, it's
cover
not an
for.
excuse.
That's a
It's
good
not an
shout.
excuse. He was just thinking that he just thinks Trent got a bit too
So if
lazy
he's
and like there's no competition for him basically.
so if he's so
Like, he just
lazy,
came there.
why has Klopp never once pulled him on it? Because he should have done. But also, another thing as well, he could have done. Before you'd even looked at strikers, you could have put Sal in the middle and you could have put Trent as a winger.
Would it?
Yeah, I mean,
because Klopp wouldn't in it because the wing backs they are really important to his system.
Yeah, they do everything for him, width and everything.
Yeah, it's why the assists speak for themselves. Him and Robertson, it's actually ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll give him that. They do produce numbers. I'll give them that. They produce
the numbers are ridiculous.
But just watching them,
people expect that from all.
I mean, them guys have impeccable crossing. Like the accuracy is off. Like it's just special. It's really really special. And I actually haven't seen
a back three. I play him in a back three though.
Fullbacks that be crossing a lot that much as the Liverpool fullbacks. You know, Mancity a little bit, but not as much. They actually don't cross as much as like you'd expect them to. You know.
You know what?
And
Cancelo was just as bad defensively, you know, as Trent.
True. True. I agree on that one. But then again, you also
Cancelo was as bad as Trent. Let me hear what you're saying, Vibes. What did you say?
But trust me, if you look back, there's a lot of games where he just gets ruined.
Yeah, he's quite sus defensively as well.
That's why that young kid replaced him.
It's really good. But Reece is right. Liverpool don't deserve good things. I hope. I'm going to call him Dominic. I hope he flops.
So do I. Even though I really like Dominic Szoboszlai from playing at Leipzig, the fact that he's went to Liverpool.
I don't know if you'll see Twitter, but every day the Europa League admin tweets a picture of Liverpool players, and he's so good.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I hope it continues.
Damn. Yeah. I mean, for me, I feel like Liverpool probably because their attack has built in a chemistry and they understand each other. It's just the midfield, and once Klopp gets that midfield ticking, then they'll be fine. But it's not gonna be. They're not gonna hit the ground running.
I'll tell you what, Bots. By the time that midfield's ticking, he's got to think about rejuvenating that defense. Van Dijk
is already finished. Van Dijk's finished.
Yeah. He's already on his way down. Kanate, you got to manage him with the injury record and that.
They're all injury prone.
They have to hope Jota stays fit because I think he's their best finisher.
Robertson probably came off the back of his worst year out of all the years there. Tsimikas was doing a decent job as well.
I don't like that guy. I don't like Robertson.
Robertson's best football this year was playing for Scotland.
Yeah,
so they've got problems.
Just like McTominay, I remember he scored 2 against Spain. So big up to him. I don't know what you lot think, but I think Jota is their best finisher.
I think he's all right. Aye.
Jota
I think Darwin Núñez has got a lot to prove.
What I love about Jota is like Thiago Silva. He doesn't need to be tall to score headers. He just has very good anticipation and good reading of where the ball is going to go, and somehow he just gets a lot of goals through his head, and that's a special quality that says something about your football IQ if you're able to do that. And I would say Luis Diaz, but like Luis Diaz, his finance is actually kind of weak.
I rate him, even though he plays for
what's
a
actually
scum
crazy?
club.
Yeah.
He finishes more outside the box than he does inside the box. It's weird.
Yeah.
I heard there's a big offer on the table from Saudi for Luis Diaz. Be interesting to see what happens there.
If he goes, that's a big loss for them. That's a big loss for them.
Ruin Liverpool.
Well, the first bid's been rejected. It was about 50 million euros, apparently.
I still think we could have.
When I said we want
still think we could have signed
the
him.
league, right? Apparently, fifth can get Champions League this year, so it's not all bad.
Apparently, what? Say that again,
I'm not a fan of that. Just further dilutes the ball.
Apparently, because of the new, the new Champions League format and stuff.
Yes.
The coefficient numbers and all that waffle. Apparently, the Premier League will get extra spot this year. So it'll be top 5. Will be Champions League. Apparently.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
And the 2 English clubs could be in the same group.
And Reece, am I right in saying that it's like 8 games now? The group instead of 4.
It is. Yeah.
And then it's a
so
table
we don't
like
need to stress too much now. We're good.
We could get Man City in a group next season. The following season, we could get Liverpool in the same group. We could
and
get
have
Chelsea.
They also stopped it where you get relegated to the Europa League? Is that scrapped?
No.
That's still there.
Still there.
So you know what Sevilla are going to do? They're going to strengthen just to get Europa League.
To defend their ground.
The amount of times they've won that competition.
That's funny.
It's actually ridiculous.
No, but you know what? I was pessimistic because, with our window, right? With the situation, I'm actually quite happy. Haaland, I know it's a mad fee if we get in, but it's the first time in a long time I can remember we signed a young striker with potential. Recently, all our strikers have just been old.
The last time we went for potential, it doesn't fill me with confidence. That was Martial.
Yeah, but that guy's different, innit? We don't count.
I still hope we get Amrabat as well for midfield.
Yeah, especially with the fee that's been talked about. It makes a lot of sense, Amrabat. I was pleasantly surprised by his passing stats.
Like, if it's just them 4, it's kind of nicely filling the squad as well.
Yeah.
The second best pass percentage in Serie A last year by Lobotka. Of all players, it was Amrabat, and I'm like, I still would take him. I think he's a good player. Good for Morocco, good for Fiorentina.
Yeah.
I would take him in a heartbeat.
As a backup, I've got no issues with him as a backup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we need some kind of viable cover for Cass.
Yeah.
I know this might be wild, but if it was him or Lavia as a backup,
there's a high chance of us signing Amrabat before Haaland.
I hope we get Amrabat first. I still hope we get Amrabat first.
Same.
But from what Fabrizio, I'm not saying he's always true, but from what Fabrizio saying, he'd be the striker first. I mean, I can, with the way we move, I can see being the striker first, and then, depending on more sales.
I would be like, if we don't sell Fred, just trade Fred. I've got nothing against Fred. I like Fred, but I'd be like, Fiorentina, give us Amrabat, we'll give you Fred.
And listen, this is the last chance we're going to have to get anything back from him. He's only got 12 months left.
Yeah, because I said I'd keep, if it was our Fred or McTominay, I'd keep him McTominay.
Same. Because it's the last chance to sell Fred. Like, if you ask me which player I prefer Fred, but
honestly, it's not just that. It's not just the selling. I just would, if I had to pick one of them to have in the squad, I would rather have McTominay.
I'd still sell both.
Yeah, no, ideal. I would sell both. Yeah, Amrabat and Lavia.
Yeah, I would sell both purely for the reason we don't have to hear which one's better, which one, all this. So we moved them both on because we can do better.
Oh, and we never have to hear McFred ever again.
Yeah. The phrase McFred can be buried,
Listen, just like how Arsenal won the league this season, McFred won the league for us, so,
True.
So the last thing that I want to touch up on, guys, before we close the session is the thing that we always sing about, what if Redcliffe ends up owning Manchester United? Because I don't know, this thing has dragged on for so long that somebody might just pull out of it, and I feel like Sheikh Jassim might be the person to be like, you know what, I'm done, And then we're stuck with Redcliffe, who owns Nice. And right now, Nice are the only club in League A to have not signed a player yet. They're so like mediocre. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with our team. You know, I don't know. Am I the only one in this train of thought or no?
I don't think you can compare because, like people have all kinds of assets in their portfolio, right? So the aims and ambitions for a club like Nice are going to be very different if you're, if you're going for a top club.
But it
so I think
says
you can own
something,
both.
bro. All the clubs in League A have reinforced. They haven't completed a single signing.
Yeah, kind of mad.
Is it because Ienos has got that fights tied up somewhere potentially?
Who knows? Who knows? But, I mean, listen, I'm just tired of the entire ownership conversation, bro. I'm about to ask you what you got planned for Halloween, bots, because that is going to come sooner. Because I know over there in America, it's very big. Yeah, I know. As soon as the 4th of July is done, the next big holiday is so it's Halloween, and Halloween and Thanksgiving. Yeah, let's talk about that.
and then it'll be actually a full circle of like another Thanksgiving, because the news last year broke out right after Thanksgiving, and I thought that's when the Glazers had the family meeting. I was like, oh,
yes. It's around that time they decided they wanted to test the waters to sell.
Yeah. So
honestly, who knows? Who knows? And like Vibes touched on, with all the turmoil and uncertainty that's going on, I think it will be a very reasonable window if we finish it now with, Mount, Onana, if we manage to grab Amrabat and Haaland. Decent.
I'll be honest.
Ideally, I would like
negative to this team, but I don't think they're selling anymore. I was excited at the start, but I've lost.
Listen,
I've actually lost.
Expect nothing, and you won't be disappointed, guys. It's one of those ones, isn't it?
You know what?
I'm just not
paying attention to
it anymore.
I've just stopped. Just stopped until it's like officially announced on Sky Sports. I don't really care, to be honest. But we still have to operate and make the most of it in the meantime. The signings that we've mentioned. Also, the other big conundrum for me, it would be ideal if we could move on from Maguire, for his sake as well as ours, because it's just playing out in the media too much now, man. Anything he does, like, there's no winning. There was those things that come out of him training with Carvalho, and people are getting pissed off at that. I didn't really understand it. I'm like, listen, it's the same thing that last summer we saw from Rashford and Elanga. Like,
it's just more fun, isn't it?
You don't have to like him. I'm not a fan of him, but how are you gonna, come at a guy for training and trying hard? That's all you can do whilst you're under contract.
The Glazers are just foolproof themselves, because I saw people saying they could get sued because they put the club up for sale and they might not sell, but I didn't notice this until just recently. In the initial statement, when they said they were going to sell, they said, we're exploring all options. It basically said it doesn't guarantee we're going to sell the club.
It doesn't guarantee it, because otherwise they could be done for like stock manipulation and all that, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So they're very nifty, man. These people have got the best lawyers in the game. The wording and everything. You have to really look into it.
Yeah, but if it's Ratcliffe who wins the bid, it's going to be the same stuff we've had on the Glazers. So,
yeah, I sincerely hope it's not Ratcliffe, and if at all we had already Sheikh Jassim in the bag right now, we would probably be realistically dreaming about Mbappe now that he's for sale. But all those would be pipe dreams. But guys, I'll say dreaming is free. And last season in Man United, Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford had 15 offsides to each. And I'd rather see Mbappe being the person running in behind and not Bruno Fernandes. Bruno has to be making the pass and not trying to be the person getting in behind, But anyway, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'll end the show on that note and just say one more time, big up to the champion Reese for successfully winning it with a landslide victory, bro. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for pulling up. Big special shout out to Nick also, who came through, tried to fill in for Joe and Joe's Wi-Fi. He decided to be Joe's Wi-Fi. It's all good. It's all love. Vibes, as always, being a good sport, getting more than one question right this time around.
I was happy with that. I can't lie. Progress.
Well done. Well done.
And everybody else too that commented too. I appreciate you so much. And don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow we're not doing a watch along. Tomorrow we'll be at the game. So I can't wait for that. There's gonna be a vibe.
Can we look forward to a vlog, bots?
Oh, it's gonna be a vlog. It's gonna be a vlog, especially. I'm gonna be looking for our chief reckless delegate himself and Flex and it's gonna be a vibe. I can't wait. So most importantly, as Ten Hag said, we do not play friendly games. We want to win, especially versus Arsenal. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Brush the reset at Devils Rising. Brush, you can always find him at Brush. Is it Brush 82? Brush.
It's Brushy 87 on Twitter.
Brushy 87 and Vibes. Where? What's your handle, Vibes? I can't even remember your handle.
He can't be found.
Football Power Hour. That's Vibes' handle.
He'll be here in the comments.
That's it. Yeah, like and subscribe. Follow Football Power Hour.
Hey, shout out to y'all.
He'll be in the comments, misguiding you guys, giving you wrong answers.
We out. Thank you so much again. We out of here. Peace.